Hey YouTubers, Raven here.
Starfire.
Today we'll be talking about something new.
Yes.
We'll be doing a review of the first 9 episodes of The Flash.
Woohoo! Sorry, I'm just really excited about this show.
she's a huge Flash fan. I mean, so am I.
I mean, I wasn't before the show started, but because of the show, I'm more of a fan.
Yeah. I got her into Arrow, and then Flash started, and she's like, oh!
Well, because my dad would constantly tell me about the original one that was on in 1990 to 91. It was just one season, but he really liked that, and he has it on DVD, and I haven't seen it, but he wanted to see the new show, and I was excited about seeing it because I like the guy that plays Barry, and
she likes Glee.
Yeah, I like Glee, and he was on Glee before this, and so yeah, and also because it was a spin-off of Arrow, I just wanted to check it out.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so I've been a comic-y type. Well, I'm not really reading comics. I'm trying to. I just have to get money to buy them.
To go to Bonanza Comics.
We do. We have a comic store in the next town over, which is like 10-minute drive.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna head there over Christmas break.
Just have to figure out.
And my friend is giving me his account stuff for Comixology.com.
Nice.
So I can read his stuff on there. He has a lot of Flash and Otherworld stuff. I'm more of a DC fan.
Cool.
Yeah,
I mean, I like both.
I'm more of a DC fan,
Me too.
but there are a few things that I like in the Marvel Universe. Which we maybe talk about why we like one versus the other in another episode or version
we can do that.
Video or something. Because we're doing lots of different stuff, trying to figure out, we want to expand our channel, so we are expanding to see what you guys like and what you don't like.
Yes.
So we are going to do a summary of the first 9 episodes of The Flash and what we liked about them. Next Monday, you can catch us talking about
the first characters.
Yeah, the first characters.
Male or female?
We will do female, so we'll be talking about Iris next Monday.
Yay!
The stuff we like about her from this season, from so far this season, the differences that we've noticed from what we know of from the comics and what we've read about where she might be going or whatever. We do only support one ship with Iris, and that is Barry. Okay.
Because it's like
Barry's not what Caitlin is, not Snowberry.
Seriously,
okay,
they're like the Clark Kent and Lois Lane of the Flash comics.
Mm-hmm.
If you know anything about the comics, like the original Flash comics, before the rebirth and all that, they were like this epic couple. Okay, they were married for like a really long time, and they're
the monarch of the Flash family.
Yeah, basically.
They're like king and queen. You cannot dethrone them.
Basically.
So we'll be talking about that type of stuff in the Iris episode, and maybe even go more into depth of Barry's side of things when we talk about Barry's character.
Yeah.
It'll be 3 episodes from now. The 3rd episode from this one. Right?
Yeah.
Because he's the first guy on the list.
Yes.
So next Monday we'll be talking about Iris. The Monday after that will be Caitlin. And then we get to talk about Barry the Monday after.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what you have to look forward to. The reason why this is not going up on Monday is because I was not feeling good yesterday. Boom. But no, I wasn't. I had fun on my birthday. So.
Yes. You should have fun on your birthday.
Right?
It's your birthday.
My birthday was Sunday, so Monday was
kind of your
recovery
day. Yeah.
Not that I drink or anything.
But you can.
Smoke stuff. I can. I mean, I am older than 21.
Yeah.
Age not to be disclosed.
Exactly.
You can guess, though.
You can guess our age.
I might say yes or no. And I might say yes.
I just say I'm a 20-something.
No. Yeah. We're 20-something.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to talk about first in the summary of The Flash?
Okay.
9 episodes of
it. You go first.
Oh, really? Okay.
Why do I have to go first?
Because I like to pass the buck.
Okay. Sorry.
So in the Flash, we start off with the explosion, or the particle accelerator explosion.
Yeah.
And this is their way to have a reason that we have superpowered freaks in the society.
The metahumans, as they're called.
Yeah. They are something more, which is meta means something more. So.
Yeah.
There's something more than a human.
And I just have to say that it was probably one of the best pilots ever.
Yeah,
it was really good.
It was an epic pilot.
Not the best, but I mean, it was like, of newer shows that I've seen, it was one of the best pilots of newer shows.
Yeah. Better than Constantine.
Season. Yeah, for the new season of shows. This
Arrow.
Fall. Yeah. I mean, the Arrow pilot was okay. It was pretty good.
It was decent. But this one was better.
This was a lot better.
Yeah. Because you had the bad thing happen to the hero, and then you had the whole, wait, he's in love with his best friend, and then he wakes up and she's with someone else.
The way that they set it all up, I thought was really, really good.
Yeah, there was great tension between the whole cast.
There's really great writing in this show.
Which transfers over from the Arrow because it's the same people.
Yeah.
But some people do have a problem with the fact that what's-his-face is Barry Allen, because Barry Allen is not brunette.
Well, and even the actor, Grant Gustin, said that, like, he knows he doesn't have the big, like, superhero build and all that stuff. But what his goal was with the character was to just try to make him as human as possible.
Yeah,
and bring the human qualities to Barry. And I think that he's been able to do that.
Yeah, which I think is more important. I mean,
yeah,
as long as you're close to, like, a similar build as the character, and you're playing the same personality, it shouldn't really matter your physical attributes. Attributes. I was saying it right in my head. So that's it's. I mean, in the movies of Man of Steel, Perry White has always been white, but he's not white.
I mean, I know a lot of people, and I know that this can kind of be reserved more for the Iris video, but since we're talking about the whole show, a lot of people had issues with the fact that
she's black.
Joe and Iris are black.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I don't care.
Why should that be a problem?
It's not like it's essential to the core of their character.
No.
If a character's race is essential to their character, then hell yes, it matters.
Yeah.
But if it's not, then why not?
Yeah.
I mean, diversity is nice.
Yeah. Exactly.
So.
And
she's a really awesome Iris.
She is.
I mean, we haven't gotten to see her stretch her wings yet.
Yeah,
but,
which I think is going to happen in the second half.
Yeah. But we're gonna get to see it, and from what I've seen so far, I like her. So.
But yeah, I really liked how they've set everything up so far in the first 9 episodes, and I think that, even bringing on some of, like, the true rogues that were in the comics, like Captain Cold and,
Heatwave.
Yeah, and Heatwave.
They mentioned Boomerang Man in the crossover.
Who you'll see more of in the Arrow crossover.
Yeah, which I haven't seen yet. But as long as he's got his Aussie accent, I'll be fine with it. So I can't pull that off all the time, my Aussie accent.
I'm better at a British accent.
I do have an Australian accent I can pull off, but it's difficult. It's very difficult.
It's harder. It's a lot harder.
Yes.
I
heard a popping noise.
Oh.
So we have them. We had Prism. They killed Prism, didn't they?
I think so, yeah. Or no, didn't they put him inside the thing in the in Star Labs.
Which one was Prism? That was... Do we have Prism? No. No, we didn't.
No, we did.
We did? Well, I know we had Multiplex that killed him.
Yeah. But Prism was the other one. The other one after that, I think.
Well, we're wasting time thinking about
Whatever. Anyways.
Tell us in the comments.
For you guys that are the big comic book fans and know, let us know in the comments.
Yeah. We had Plastique. She died.
Yeah.
Multiplex died. Stein, wasn't that his name?
Girder?
No. The doctor dude.
Oh, Stag.
Simon
Stag.
They killed Stag, which I am pissed that they did that. Because they just destroyed an epic storyline. And y'all know who I'm talking about. What I'm talking about. It's awesome. And they destroyed it.
Well, Wells is kind of shady, so...
Yeah, but Wells can't take up what Stag was.
Yeah, I know.
And we also get the Reverse Flash. And
woo! Who we saw in the mid-season finale, for those of you that have watched it. It was epic.
It was. We can put him down as one of the male characters to talk about. The Flash, Reverse Flash.
Yes, and who we think it is. Yeah. For our theories.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Reverse Flash episode.
Yes.
So, and which Reverse Flash we think it is. If it's Professor Zoom, if it's Zoom, if it's
Hunter Zolomon.
Hunter Zolomon, if it's, there was more than 3.
I know. I can't think of the other 2.
I don't think it's Rival.
There was like 5.
It wasn't Rival, the original.
Yeah.
So, I don't think it is. I mean, I didn't see him wearing a little bull hat with... Yeah. Didn't see that.
But yeah, I've liked how to, they have, what was I gonna say? Like...
They've mixed, storylines together and created like their own version of event. That they're still sticking with the comics, but they're kind of meshing a few characters together to create one awesome character.
Like I think a lot of it comes from the Rebirth comics. A little bit from the New 52, but it's mostly from the Rebirth.
Yeah, that's what I've heard from, shout out to Charlie on Emergency Awesome channel.
Yes. We watch your videos, by the way.
Go check him out. Because
if you haven't already.
Yeah, he talks a lot about it. Or watch the Flash After Show on Stream.tv.
Because he knows a lot more about the comic book stuff, like the comic Easter eggs and all the different things related to the comics, because he's read them, I'm assuming.
I don't...
Or he just looks up that information.
He probably looks it up and he's starting to read the comic.
I don't know. But anyway, he knows a lot more information about those things than we do.
Yeah.
We're just going off what we know from the show.
Yeah, and like I said, watch the Flash After Shows on Stream.tv here on YouTube.
Because that dude, Devon, he is like the #1 Flash fan.
He's like, an epic Flash fan, and he has answers for everything.
All about the comics. And
and you can always reach him on Twitter, whatever you want to ask him.
Yeah, if you watch the After Show, they give their Twitter handles, so you can just,
So you can do that with that, and, what else do you have to say about the whole summary of that?
I think that... I'm trying to put it into words the way I want to. I liked how he has kind of really embraced his powers. And I like...
Barry?
Yeah, and I really like the heart in the show. Because Arrow's a lot more darker. And it's not... And that doesn't mean it's not good. It just deals with a lot more serious, dark things.
Yeah. And more loneliness and depression.
Yeah, and the Flash is more, like, light. And it's got more heart. And I love the dynamic of the relationships with everyone. Not just the couples, but, like, with Barry and Joe. And, like, you know, Iris and Joe and like those types of things, like the family relationship,
and Barry and his father.
Yeah, and Barry and his father, and like Cisco and Caitlin and the Star Labs team and everything. So I really think that they've done a good job with those relationships and everything, and
their relationship with the Arrow people. I mean, Cisco and Felicity.
Oh my gosh.
This is gonna stay in my mind forever. because Barry ran with Felicity in his arms, and when they got to Star Labs, her shirt was on fire. So what did they have to do? And she pulled her shirt off. Had to pull off her shirt, and she said, "Lucky it was one of the days I wore my bra."
Yeah, she's like, I'm so glad I decided not to go braless.
Yes. And Cisco had walked in.
Cisco and Caitlin.
Yes. And Cisco said, "I will never forget this moment." Something about, like, being one of the best moments of his life or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something along those lines. Cisco is awesome.
He is awesome.
The opposite Flash.
I loved on the one with Girder on it, when Barry finally hit broke the sound barrier and created the sonic boom. He's like, "Sonic boom punch, baby, yeah!"
Yeah, Barry went 1.01 or 1.
Something like that. He went like 837 miles per hour or whatever, which is like faster than the speed of sound, so he broke the sound barrier.
That's why it's Mach 1.
Yeah, he went Mach 1.1.
Okay, that's what it was.
1.1, yeah.
Although I do have a problem with that punch, because he was, once he burst through the door, he leapt. So his momentum was already slowing. Yeah. Because he can propel himself faster. He was
and it was going in slow motion when he did the punch. Yeah. So it's like,
Well, that was for our benefit, so that we could actually see what was going on. Because he's the Flash. He moves
so fast.
Yeah. And he was going at Mach 1.1.
And I like that Iris came in with a punch too.
Right. And they both thought they broke their wrists.
She just sprained it though.
Yeah.
But anyway, I really liked the heart, and I liked the episode 7 when he lost his powers, and he just realized that he's like, I like that I have them. At first, he didn't really know how to control it and how to incorporate it into his daily life as much, but now that he's had them for a while, he is so glad that he can actually help people. And when he didn't have them, he felt like he lost a part of himself.
Yeah. We explored that, and we explored in that same instance, we explored what friendship meant to Caitlin and what she was no longer willing to put on the line. Yeah. She doesn't want to lose anyone else. She's scared.
And there's nothing romantic about it. She just doesn't want to lose anyone else.
Yeah. But, she basically lost not just Ronnie that night of the particle accelerator explosion, but she lost a whole lot of friends that night. Whether they died or they left Star Labs. Yeah.
Because I don't know how many people she knew that worked there. Or many,
I mean, a lot of people had to have worked there.
Yeah, because, Wells' reputation was, changed after what happened.
Oh, yeah, he was responsible for it.
Yeah, he was responsible for everything that happened with that. So, it changed a lot of things. And, losing Ronnie was, the hardest thing that she ever had to go through.
And she didn't want to lose another person in her life, another friend. Yeah. Yeah, just anyone that she cared about. She's so driven by that, which is why we think that because of her name, if you know her name in the comics, because we know her name, Caitlin Snow.
In the comics, she's Killer Frost.
Thank you. I wasn't gonna say it.
Sorry.
Now I have to put spoilers in the title. Okay. So, yeah. We think she's gonna be Killer Frost, so... Yeah. It hasn't been announced yet, but it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, and we think Cisco, it's okay that I say it, is gonna be Vibe.
Because we already did the Killer Frost thing, so why not mention Vibe?
And we think that'll actually happen earlier than the Killer Frost thing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it will because,
Cisco's happy with metahumans and stuff as long as they're not evil.
Yeah, and since they've, spoiler again, if you haven't seen the mid-season finale, since they've brought Firestorm on now, he's gonna be interacting more with Caitlin in the next half.
Right.
Because she's found him. And so that's going to fuel that story too.
Yeah.
No pun intended. I said fuel.
Fire and ice, baby.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things going on. In 9 episodes, there's like so much. You can't even cover it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's already been 20 minutes, 20 and a half minutes.
And we've like talked about the characters more than we have the show itself.
Because the plot itself runs so... the characters are so intricately
entwined with it,
woven into the plot that you can't talk about any aspect.
That's what I love about it, is that like it's very character driven.
Yeah.
And I think when shows are more character driven, they are better. I mean,
I would like an episode or two where it's not character driven.
Yeah.
Where it's more like punch the hell out of you, or...
Because, I mean, you know, when it's story-driven, it's fine. But when you get that stuff with the characters, it's just really good.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's our attempt to cover everything, which I know we did not succeed at covering everything.
We should mention why his dad is in prison.
Right. Reverse Flash killed him.
Yeah, well, okay.
His mom.
For those that have been watching the show and... continuing with our summary, Barry witnessed his mom being killed by, he saw these yellow and red light, and you know, his mom was killed, and his dad was
he saw a man in a yellow suit.
He saw a man in the lightning. In a yellow suit. And his dad was the one that was convicted of the murder. And he was sent to live with Joe and Iris. He had known them before he moved in with them.
Yeah.
He and Iris were friends. And Joe knew his dad and everything. And so he stayed with them for like 14 years because it happened when he was 11 and he's 25 now. So it was 14 years. But yeah, so he goes to visit his dad in Iron Heights, which is the prison in Central City. And those scenes are always really awesome.
Yeah. They're always touching.
Yeah.
This one cries a lot.
I do.
I don't. Not because I'm heartless. But...
it doesn't make you cry. I'm an emotional person, so...
Yes.
But anyways... yeah, so he was sent to live with them, and, you know, the only person that really believed that it wasn't his dad was Iris. And Joe did in the pilot eventually after, like, he saw him as the Flash. But, yeah, it took a while for Joe to believe it.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of the story of why he knows them and why he's, you know, connected to them.
Yeah. Barry is capable of so much. He hasn't, even though he's ran at Mach 1.1, he still hasn't
he has not reached his potential at all yet. And
not even with the help of the cosmic treadmill. Which is what I am calling that damn treadmill. It's gonna be the cosmic treadmill. And mark my words.
Oh, it's gonna be the cosmic treadmill. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. And we get to see Gorilla Grodd in the next half.
We do. I think it's gonna be in the next half. I hope. Anyway, spoilers, like, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, his goal for the second half, because now that he's coming in contact, not contact, but now that he's come face to face with the Reverse Flash, his goal in the second half of the season is going to be going faster.
Yeah, we saw that in the promo.
And he's, you know, really focused on just getting faster and faster and, like, being able to beat this guy because he's his biggest enemy and his biggest, you know, obstacle. And so, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we've tried to cover everything we can. Because we don't want this video to be too long that you guys don't want to watch it. So, let's just call it at 25 minutes.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about Iris. We'll talk about her next Monday.
Yes.
So catch us then. If you guys have anything you guys want to talk about that pertains to who might be who, or what happens next season, please use spoiler tags in the comments.
Yeah, just so that in case people don't want to know,
yeah,
we're not spoiling them. I mean, when we talk about stuff that's spoilerish on fan forum for the Flashboard, we put it in a spoiler tag. So you know, just like be courteous of other people, because a lot of people, like my brother, don't even like talking about shows because they don't want to be potentially spoiled, even though like you don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah.
So you know, just put the spoiler tags and be considerate. Be nice in the comments. Don't bash anyone. If you're gonna have an argument, then have a civil one or have it somewhere else.
Yeah.
So do that, and we'll talk to you next Monday.
Bye.
Raven out.